Hello everyone, you are welcome back again to my channel. I trust you all are doing very fine. In this video, I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful Ankara shirt or top, and particularly I'll be showing you how I made the neckline. So if this sounds like what you love, kindly watch to the end and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. So those were the materials I used for this tutorial. The material I used was far less than 2 yards, and the first thing I did was to fold into two on the wrong side with the widest part of my body. And this is me just cutting out that top part. I really don't like it in my clothes, so I like taking it out. So first, I will be cutting out the front panel, and just watch what I did. On that folded point, I marked half an inch. Okay, I marked half an inch, and I'll just be connecting those marks like that. Then I'll be folding it to the back along that line. Okay, so before the end of the video, you understand why I did that. Okay, then I will be coming down by half an inch to draw a straight line like that, and that will serve as the shoulder guide. Although you can decide to ignore that, but I like doing this. Then the neck width I used was 3 inches, and I came down by 7 inches, but later I took it down to 8 inches because I felt it will not be wide enough to take my head, because I will not be using zipper for this blouse. Then my shoulder measurement is 8 inches. Then I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I then connected it to the neck width. Okay, then from the shoulder slope downwards is 8 inches, and that's my armhole. If you are very conversant with basic bodies, so this will not be difficult at all. So this is me just connecting my shoulder or my armhole line to that line I drew. Okay, and my bust divided by 4 is 9.5, but because I wanted it to be free, I used about 10.5. Then I added about 1.5 inches for the seam allowance. Okay, it's a free top because it doesn't have a zipper. If you don't add this extra allowance, you may not be able to wear it comfortably. So I used about 29 inches for the full length of the blouse because I'll be curving it. I didn't want to do it in the conventional way, so I'll be curving that part. Okay, but normally my shoulder to my waist is 26 inches, but I made it 29 inches because after hemming, after cutting out those parts, I think it will now be 26 inches. So when I was done putting all the markings, I then connected all the points. So that's it for now. It's now time to create the armhole curve. Like on that armhole line, you'll get the midpoint and come out by half an inch. Then you'll get your curved ruler or your freehand to create the armhole curve. It's super easy. So this thing was almost like a freestyle, because the purpose of this video actually is to show you how to get that neckline, because it's actually trending. So when I was done creating the armhole, I was just adding extra half an inch to the shoulder slope for joining. Okay, so that when you join, it won't interfere with the shoulder line that you cut. Yeah, so this is me cutting out, and here is how it looks. So what I did was just to place it on my back panel. Okay, I'll be cutting out the back panel now, and I'll be cutting out the neckline right here. I didn't cut it before because I wanted it to go together with the back panel neck width. So this part I'm ironing now was that half an inch that I marked initially. You guys remembered? So I'm just folding it backward. Okay, I'm pressing it down because I didn't want it to interfere with what I will be doing on the back panel. When I finished giving it a good press like this, I then just iron the back panel, and I placed it on the back panel. And what you'll be doing here is just to cut out the same measurement, because I'm not going to be using a zipper, so it's exactly the same. No need to put a zipper allowance, but there's a little twist to the armhole area. You won't be coming out by half an inch like the way I did for the front panel. You just cut out that one straight. For the front part of the neck, I just cut that out, And for the back part, I came down by 1/2 inch. So I'll be cutting that out like that. You can see it's very, very easy. So this is just like basic bodice. So for that part I told you initially, I was trying to make it curved because, doing it the regular way could be very boring. So I decided to, put a little twist there. Nowadays I like clothes that have this curvy sides. I don't know why. I'm just liking it recently. So when I was done doing all the cuttings, I decided to open up that part I folded to the back. That part I ironed on the front piece. I opened it up, and this is what I'll be doing. I'll just be attaching that my organza like that. But the mistake I made in this video was that I didn't get a very long one that could go all the way. So there was a point I had to join it. But in case you will be joining, it's better you do it at the neck side so that you won't see it at the front. If you want to join two pieces together, it's better you join it around the neck area. But I didn't know that this would be too short for this shirt. But whatever it is, I hope you get the message. It's now time to stitch, and this is how it works. The two right sides face each other. So this is the shoulder part of the front panel facing the shoulder part of the back panel. So if you want it to be easier, you can further hold it with pins, just as you see me do. And here is me stitching down. If you are to stitch on the sides, you also follow the same pattern. The two right sides face each other. But before you stitch on the sides, it will be good for you to reconfirm your body measurement so that it doesn't become too small or too wide. So this is how this looks for now. This is the front part. I have stitched on the shoulder area. I have stitched on the sides. So this is what I'll be attaching to the front part of this top. This is an organza about 5 inches wide, but on fold is 2.5 inches. And don't forget, it was 1/2 inch I marked when I was cutting out that front part of this top. So what I'll be doing now, please pay attention to this part. The hem of this blouse, or the lower part of this blouse, I just placed the organza on it. And this is the wrong side of this top I'm making. This is the wrong side. I'll just be stitching at 1/4 inch. As you see me do, you can see it, guys. I'm stitching at 1/4 inch. And I'll be stitching it all the way down till I exhaust the organza. But I said it earlier, the organza was not long enough, so there was a time I had to join it. So yeah, but that is how it works. So when I was done stitching all the way, I just closed the blouse and then closed it at 1/2 inch, such that you will not even notice the 1/4 inch stitching. This is how it looks on the right side. So I just gave it a good press to flatten it. You can see that part that I joined the organza. Honestly, I didn't like it, but I just felt, well, it's my top. If I'm to sew it for another person, I won't do this. So even if you want to join your organza at all, whatever you want to use to design it, it's better you join it at the back where it will not really be very visible. So this is another aspect of this top. Yeah, it's now time to fold it, like hem it, okay, then you stitch down. But because it's curvy, you see why a lot of persons don't like to do this curvy part. It's kind of tricky compared to when it's just straight. But the trick is, first of all, iron it down along the curve. Yeah, so when you do it that way, it will be easier for you to stitch. So I took my time to really iron it. You can see it. I made sure it was really, really accurate. At some point I was even using my office pins to hold it down, because as I was ironing it, the previous one would be coming up as if I was not doing anything. So look at me, I was just using my pins to hold it down. But it usually gives shirts or blouses or gowns beauty, this pattern of shaping a cloth. So here is me just stitching everything down, and that's it. In another video, I'll be showing you how I made the sleeves. It's more than just the regular sleeve. There was a pattern I added to the sleeve, which I'll be showing you in the next video. So here you will just see that I just introduced it, but I made it a little gathers like this. It's not really detailed in this video, but just watch out for the next video. I just like did something different. Okay, you can see all those pleats and the rest. So I did something different, and it added extra beauty to the top. Although the top is simple, but yet it's stylish. And I hope you too can try this. If you have leftover fabrics, you can give it a try. And guess what, guys? Here is the final look. You too can give this style a try. It's very easy and it's beginners friendly. Kindly let me know your experience in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video.